We're back in the survival world. Let me just make sure audio is working and all that real quick, and then we will get straight into it. Alright. I don't know what my phone doesn't understand of. I hit the button for the audio to go down, and it puts it all the way up. But anyway, so this is probably going to be a bit of a shorter episode, and it's dark out now. Lovely. Um, yeah, let me just try to skip the night real quick, and of course, alright, so I'm just gonna lead that zombie over here. But yeah, so we're just kind of gonna be discussing the plans for the world for the rest of this year, and pretty much everything I really have planned that I want to get done by the end of 2025, because I want to start actually filling this world up with builds instead of spending, I don't even remember how many months just flattening that. So, yeah, anyway, we'll ignore that. We'll start with over here because it's kind of the furthest part, and, oh, more wolf kill stuff. Anyway, should probably heal up all my health. So, yeah, it's what, July currently. I do apologize for not having a 4th of July video. I was gonna do a nice stream for it, but I was busy with work and all that. Although I do have probably a small video of lighting off fireworks and looking at other fireworks, so I will upload that. I should probably just get that uploaded today. It's what, 4 o'clock now, so I'll probably try to have that uploaded by 6 o'clock. But I wasn't expecting to be as busy as I ended up being, so that's why there wasn't any stream or anything like that. But I'm still going to post fireworks. So starting with here, there's a shit ton of rotten flesh and stuff here, but there's no real plans for here for right now. This flat area that I made, this is just planning in the future. Probably something I might get to next year, as I have other things I want to try to get done this year. And kind of same thing with this mountain right here. I don't really have any ideas what exactly I want to do with it yet. I have a handful of ideas, which one of them's a volcano, but judging by how I did this, I don't think it would work out really well. Like, I would have to make that kind of flat and separate. But I was thinking of doing maybe like some sort of temple or something on here, so eventually it will get flattened, probably bring down to this level, because this is a pretty decent size level to actually build on. I don't really have any intentions for anything over there as of yet. And then another kind of side project is going to be flattening out this beach. Yeah, just flattening it out. Building stuff here will probably wait until next year, like when I actually start building stuff here. I have a few ideas of stuff. Part of the hard part about it is kind of figuring how to get everything to fit and look nice, because I'm probably going to be switching between like medieval fantasy style builds, which is kind of the type of builds I associate most with Minecraft. So like builds like that, kind of like my pathway looks more like a medieval kingdom, as well as I do kind of want to make a cyberpunk city, like a small one. And then I'll probably also, I want to do like early kind of the Roaring Twenties, like Art Deco stuff from the 1920s. So I'm still debating. Who knows? Here could end up being a cyberpunk city, a Art Deco city, or just a chill beach town. I don't really know, but I know right here this is all going to be a beach that's going to get flattened. I was thinking about building a lighthouse there. That could be kind of cool. I'm not exactly sure though. And then I don't really have. Well, over there is where I want to build a house, kind of between that tree there and that one. That's kind of the idea I've been scoping out, but I have nothing designed there, and I don't necessarily really need one at the moment, so I'm in no rush, but it would be nice to have one considering this world's about 2 years old already. And I just kind of either steal a villager's house or I have some random beds that I place down everywhere. Um, but yeah, I did start cutting down some trees, but eventually I'm gonna get to getting this flat and just getting it as a blank canvas. Like I'm not gonna worry about changing around any blocks until I actually get to building. And same thing with there. So that's kind of for this little part of the island. Eventually, I want to make a pathway that it's gonna cut across this island over to that mountain in the distance, because on the other side of that mountain is where world spawn is. So I want to build up that area, make it look nice, as well as so you know where to go when you spawn in, so you don't just go over that way. Because I have no clue what is all over there. I just know what's all in that area and back there. But yeah, so I mean, it looks nice. Like I might end up adding little things here and there, like little market stalls or something to kind of fill up this empty space here. Although I do need to bring villagers back and breed them. I only have, I think, one villager here that's left. Most of them died, and then two of them I kidnapped and brought over to the iron farm. Pathway, I might have like a little dirt path going through around here, but I might also have one of my massive paths connecting it probably to this flat area there. Although I might have to tweak that wall a little bit because or maybe I can keep it a 5 wide path. Now, over here in the little industrial area, which is part of the reason why I'm not sure what I want to do here, because like I can make this island a cyberpunk city, have a small forest, and then have an industrial. Because I want to build like a steel mill building to go over the iron farm. So that's gonna be what goes there. It's gonna be a steel mill. And then I'll probably have some other sorts of automatic farms here whenever I get to building them. I feel like a tree farm might be a good one to do, but then I think they require, like for an automatic one, I believe they require TNT, so then I would need probably a sand duper and all that crap that I don't really know anything about. Actually, instead of running over there, here I just got working on getting supplies up for the walkway to get it to connect to over here. As well as I'm working on getting this flat. I might bring it down some more layers, I might not. And I gotta widen the gap between these so that's a true island, because technically it's not an island right now. At least not a true one. It's more of a, well, not a peninsula. I don't know what it is, but there's no water between it and this landmass over here, so it's not fully an island. Let me get a drink real quick. But yeah, this is gonna look so much better when it's actually flat instead of like hiding everything. Again, I have like no plan for this island. It might just stay a random island. Maybe I'll put like tents or something on it, make it a little campsite. What else? There's also here that I also don't have plans for as of right now. I'm just trying to get the stuff. We're what, 7 months, so we have like 5 months until Christmas and all that. Although I did start this world in October, so I'd like to try to get a few things done by then. But like in there in that little cove, I want to make a house around there. I have the walkways planned out to an extent. I just need to kind of get the rest of the area where the iron farm is sorted out, so then I can figure out where the path's going to connect there. So that's actually probably what the next video is probably gonna be, is starting the walkway. Over here, I don't really have many plans, as well as all the way out there. We just got the little outpost and all that. I don't spend much time here anymore. So now, if we go over, all the way up to the walkway, which I'm probably just going to replace that with cobblestone just so it looks decent. I don't really know what I'm going to do with it right now. And we got up here, I might start making my minecart system, which is going to end up being like here, so these will probably get, what you call it? But it'd be like in here, so I'll fill this in and widen this area out. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot we did this last episode. We made the balcony, so here actually looks complete. I might add more stone around this, like stone bricks. And then here's kind of, I want to try to get the walking path between here and where all the farms are done. So it's going to start here and then start to branch out. So I'm going to have to get rid of some of these trees. I might, I don't even know how I'd be able to change this so it fits. I could just, I don't know, because it like, I want that to be over one block. So, and it's because this is smushed one block, so maybe I'll make, possibly I can make that one more wider. I don't really know. But this all, I'm gonna get rid of these birch trees. And this is something that I might end up well, I'm gonna get rid of birch trees and all that off camera, so then when I get on camera, we can just get the building. But the pathways, I have it planned all the way, up here, through here, and here, and then this area. This is gonna like show actually the main area, so I might even start to get these dug out as well. And then I have it planned all the way till it's gonna go over here with a big ass bridge, and I have it planned all the way, like the actual fully planned out all the way until after this little cut in here. So I want to try to get those done since I already have them planned out. I want to try to get everything I already have, the builds and stuff planned for, done first. But on top of these walkways, I also have the planned out, the continuation from the one that veers off towards that way. Oh, and there's a creeper. Ah, lovely. So, that kind of helps. I got my iron farm's almost full, so I can go through and start changing the torches on the top layers of these to lanterns, which will be nice. I also have the bridge over here planned out. I'll probably end up doing half of it off camera because, I mean, what I could do is like try to figure out to record a montage, but I don't really. I think that might be something I try out for 2026. Because I know the way I'm currently recording it, of trying to just stream everything I build, for the most part, just uses up way too much time where I probably could have had more done. And I am changing these torches to the lanterns, but they're not going to be placed here because I think it's a little bit too close. But I will be doing double lantern on the big posts here. I didn't plan out the lighting when I initially planned out this path design. So that's kind of sucks, especially since like it's even amount this way and even amount there, and I like the design too much to change it. There's going to be two more arch segments here before the full bridge. And then this is eventually going to lead out to over there where that plains biome. I'm thinking of kind of building some of the cities over there in that plains biome. So then the mountains kind of like a natural transition. I might also start to get, well, yeah, maybe I'll wait until I should try to start getting better tools that you like start getting at least diamond tools. The only reason I have this stone axe is because I want my iron chest to completely fill up, so I've been stingy about my iron even though I have a fucking almost complete double chest that only has like 5 spaces left that don't need to be filled up. Well, that don't need to be 5 spaces left that are waiting to get filled up. So I'm good with iron tools and all that for now until I end up using all my iron on these lanterns because they're expensive. I might also need to make a gold farm for the minecart system, but that I'm not going to worry about yet. It's just going to be right now the paths. Those are the main things. But then I also want to try to start building like a winter village. Figure I want to have about 5 houses done by Christmas. One is probably going to be like I'll make like chicken. I'll probably make like a little house for me in that village, and then well, they're not all going to be houses. I'm going to make like a hot chocolate bar, Santa's workshop, stables. I was thinking of making like a diner that uses a Polar Express train car, kind of like the Clinton. I think it's called the Clinton Diner. I know it's one. I've been to that diner before. It uses the rear car of the Blue Comet train from the Central Road in New Jersey. It uses that. I'm not sure if that car was original, and I'm getting sidetracked. Lovely. Anyway, but I'm kind of gonna use that idea to like build a Polar Express train car because I think that would be pretty cool to have. Because I know that's like something that's one of the most recognizable Christmas movies that I know of is Polar Express. Like you got that. It's recognizable like Rudolph and Frosty. You gotta get all the animated ones. I feel like are always more recognizable than the non-animated ones, other than Home Alone. I think Home Alone's like the most recognizable non-animated Christmas movie. But over here, these not really gonna touch the 2 islands there. This will be flattened, and I'll have a nice load up of sand after that. But that's also, again, going to be a side project. And I should really make a canal that goes all the way, because I don't feel like sailing all the way around this island, so I'm going to need to pick up this boat after. Because I have an area that I kind of I'm thinking about using for the Christmas village. It's just going to take a while to get there. I can't wait to get an elytra. That's gonna be fun once I get an elytra. Although I'll have to kill the Ender Dragon first. Maybe I'll do some builds in the end as well. As well as the Nether, but for now, hell, I don't even have a portal built. So let's go over here real quick. I'm gonna drop these. I have enough food. Should I take the bed? This is almost like this level flat. I think I want to make this slightly lower than that level, and then maybe I'll bring like the edge of that down a bit. I think the Christmas Village is like the next major thing I kind of want to get done. Just because I want it done in time for Christmas, and knowing the stuff I do, because I'm getting those walkways done first, and knowing how long it takes me to get stuff done, because I don't work as fast as I should when it comes to building stuff in this world, then it's probably going to take me at least a month to get all that I currently have planned done, if not longer, because of well, actually scaffolding blocks might be able to help. Because I know some of the bridges are pretty tall. And then that might even be like one of the first projects of 2026, connecting that island, well, that mountain to the island. I have no ideas for the shoreline around here. I was kind of debating on if I should build a ocean liner here, but then it just wouldn't make sense because it's not like it's more of a big bay or kind of like the Great Lakes than an ocean. Like to me, that's how it feels. So it wouldn't make sense to have a liner there. This is the only snow biome I currently know of in the world, so I have to work with this. And there's a few like kind of slight issues that I have with this one, which is mainly that it's too tall. Like if it went up to that level, okay, but then all that extra level there, part of me wants to flatten it, maybe keep like some rigid mountaintops there. But overall, it's kind of going to be like it. It would take a lot of time. Like I would have to probably just to get it planned out to what level I want it flattened to, and then actually flattening it here because that's going to be a lot more than the island that I've been working on for the last few months. You know, I probably could have just set the boat down on here and went through. I never really done any of the ice boat stuff. Alright, here I should be able to get my way up. Actually, I could just go forward at this part. But yeah, I think part of me wants to like flatten this because I like building on flat land, and I don't mind having elevation, but it's just way too much. Like it goes up way too many levels. Like looking here, it doesn't look too bad, but I do want to. I guess like here, this spot isn't too bad. This kind of ridge line up here, but it's there that like maybe I'll keep that mountain there, but I might like lower all of that down a few blocks. Which if that's the case, then I might need to end up. Okay, I got an arrow. Then I might need to end up getting a beacon so then I can get well, I gotta kill a wither as well. You're not gonna. Okay, you're not gonna attack me. That's good. But I'm kind of thinking like bring it down to this level, so then I have a lot of. Because I mean, it's still a big area. It doesn't look too big because of all the elevation changes, but like. I'm not gonna build complete massive buildings up here. Like they're not gonna be small like that, but they're kind of gonna be. Is there like a big building up here? I'd say they're gonna be like, say like four of these put together, or just like two put together. And it's just we'll go down there in a second. Um, like the top is kind of where I want to put like Santa's workshop, have it as like the big top building with like a little runway for the reindeer and all that. I will have to keep in mind a train station and possibly Happy Gas port for this. I might leave that there. It kind of looks like it's already a decent like way to make it blend into the ground, but a lot of this is gonna end up. I'll probably flatten it down. I'd say like maybe around this level would probably look good, and then you can still have the big mountains in the back. And then if we go all the way down here, which is gonna take a while, I hope there's no. I don't think there should be powder. I think powder snow's only on the top of mountains. I mean, ideally, I'd kind of would like to have it here, just because, just like the how low it goes down here. I will probably like this area. I think I'll probably maybe like this level flat. Fill this all in to like this level here that I'm on, or possibly a lower level. I think I already looted this chest, but I want to check. Because I know I've been here before, that's how I know the village is here, and yep, I looted that chest. Okay. But it's just, to get up there, how much it's gonna take, I want to make the mountain lower a bit. As well as I do kind of want to bring it down to, all the way down to the water, so this might end up being a massive terraforming project. Just to kind of get it down to water level, which is here, and just get it to slowly slope up, which would also be hard to deal with because of the trees. Is there an ice spike I can get on top of, like a decent sized one? I think this one might work. Or not. Over here should work. I should be able to get up here. Yeah. Oh, what the hell? That's hollow? Huh. I didn't know that they can be hollow. Alright, yep, right here, but like... I don't know, I'm not really too sure. I just up there, I definitely want to bring up there down to like kind of where that tree is right there that the cursor's at. Yeah, looking at it from this perspective, it doesn't look too bad compared to actually being on there, but um another idea I had was like just terraform this whole thing. I can't go over there because you can already see like the no snow area, and actually there's a village right here I can sleep at real quick. And I'll keep this village. I might maybe make this one a little fishing village, just because I think that would kind of be cool. I just need to get up to a house real quick to sleep, because I don't want to die here, because I have no clue. I'm not exactly sure where my spawn is set, if it's all the way on the other side of the map, or if it's by the iron farm. The iron golem's cool, he can stay. I believe I looted this village already. I should have. If not, then I'll eventually get to. But I think making this like a small fishing village kind of be cool. But I don't really care too much about the... Wait, there's a blacksmith? Alright, I'm pretty sure I looted this village, but I have to check. Yep, alright. Now let's get back over to the other village. Because over here, yeah, over here is probably not going to get touched for, I'd say maybe about 2 years. I'm kind of waiting, like once I get a house built is probably when I'll get pets. Honestly, I might build like a little Christmas cabin here first, just because been debating between what biome I want to settle in. And ooh, sugarcane. I'm not sure if I already have it, but do you have a chainmail helmet? Oh, what? Oh no, you're a zombie villager. Okay, with that big ass forehead. Oh my god, these are funny looking. They look like they got like All right, anyone that's seen the 2012 iteration of Ninja Turtles, you know, like in season 3, that one chicken that had the big ass head, like it got like into mutagen and some shit, and its brain became like twice the size, and it became like a fucking genius. That's what those chickens remind me of, with the big head. But yeah, I figure here, like, I can kind of scope it along here to go up a bit, and then I can have all this flat area to build with. I'd say up to probably here. I'd say it'd be a decent. Well, I think when I planned it out, it was like level with the top of that portal there. But I think like having it level like here, and then I can have like it slope down a layer like around over here, like slope down one and then possibly two until it gets to the steeper slope right before there. And yeah, so I wanna try to get, yeah, I'd say like at least I think 3 buildings I want to try to get done by this Christmas for here. Which I don't even have the projects that I want to get done before this done, so I should really just start getting into it. Which might also mean that I might not stream too much of it. And why are you coming over here? Oh, because you have a cub. Or are you chasing the carrot? No, because you have a cub. Stop following me or you're gonna fucking end up like a Disney parent in all the classic Disney movies. Fucking get dropped in the first 2 seconds of the plot. Okay. Anyway. They had fish. That's pretty cool. I didn't know bears actually dropped anything. It'd be cool, like, if bears could drop claws and you can, like, craft them into, like, a knife. Just get more variety of weapon. I mean, I know we just got, like, basically the fucking gravity hammer from Halo, but... Well, you know what? Now I gotta get one of those. Like, I never actually fucked around with one in my creative test world that I go to every time. I have a world made up that is literally just for whenever the game updates so I can see what's all new. And I never really screwed around with that gravity hammer thing. But I've seen the videos of what some people are doing with it. Like how they're using like pistons and slimes to launch themselves in the air. And then come down and completely one-shot stuff. But yeah, so up here's probably gonna... I'll probably start with... Oh, it's snowing. I'll probably start with layers of... The hard part's gonna be dealing with the snow if it keeps wanting to snow like this. Because if I just, like, get under the snow's gonna fall. So I will be using a shovel to get rid of... I mean, well, it's a full snow biome, so snow should still come down. As well as I can always make a snow golem. And was it like a silk touch shovel I need to get a snow thing? But yeah, so this area I'll probably start by bringing it down to this level. I don't know if I will be bringing down these buildings like I did with the other village. I might just leave them like they're at until I'm gonna build something there. Just because bringing those it was very time consuming. I'm not sure if it's a blizzard or not. If it is a thunderstorm, then I should... Alright, it's not a thunderstorm everywhere else, so... But, yes, I figure... Oh, well... Yeah, I'll probably bring it down to... Oh, wow, that's cool. Is that just like what it's like when snow's on it? Like, if I get rid of the snow, is it going to become a normal leaf? No. If I get shears, can I just get white leaves, or do they change depending on what biome I put them in? Where was that one tree that was sticking out that I was using as a point of reference when I was over there on the ice? I want to say it was one of these. It was probably one of these two trees. So yeah, I'll probably try to bring it down to this level because I feel like this and then having the rest of the village down there is like will just look a lot more easy contrast compared to having to keep going all the way up to get all the way up to here. Well, actually, to get, yeah, all the way up to here. Or, I don't know, maybe I'll have, like, up here be, like, Santa's workshop and all that, and then I'll have normal houses and stuff down there. I'll also have to build a tunnel because I'll make a little train station near where the Polar Express diner is. But yeah, that's kind of a rough outline on my plans for the Winter Village, which is something I really want to do. And did I just pick up a poisonous potato? I did. Can't they be put in the, whatchamacallits? Right? Can't they just be... They can't. That kind of sucks. Yeah, so those are the main plans. In here looks nice and comfortable. With all the wood. Now, is there one with a bed that yep, right here that I can use to... No. Can you move? And I can't sleep anyway. Okay, never mind. Must suck living in an ice house. Specifically, I can understand igloos, but like ice itself, blocks of ice that if you put a torch it will melt. Granted, snow melts too, so the igloos would also melt, but yeah. So that's kind of little rough outline on my plans. This video probably took what, like we're at 20, we're at a half hour now, so yeah, about 40 minutes of me just not shutting the fuck up. I can make a nice waterfall over here out of that, perhaps. And then actually, oh, is that where this water's supposed to come from? Alright, then yes, I will make a nice waterfall coming from here, because then it would make more sense why this river goes here. Oh, fuck. And this is exactly what I was trying to avoid. Alright, well, here is my idea, and I can't because of that fucking block. Holy shit, this is fast. Yeah, if you can't tell, I've never done ice boating before, but holy fuck. I gotta make like an ice boat go-kart track now. Damn, this shit's fast. I did not know that was that fast. Holy hell. But yeah, I think that's really all I wanted to talk about with this episode. I'm gonna work on getting stuff set up. Next episode might end up coming out tomorrow. Even though I want to try to space these apart, but at the same time, it's like I can't keep waiting to do builds until when I want an episode to come out, because that's going to make the progress go even more. Because like if I try to do one episode a week, then yeah, so I think what I'll probably start doing is I'll probably start building and then Maybe I'll experiment with just like getting clips from the building, possibly doing a time lapse of some parts. I don't really have any music I can add into it, which is one of the main reasons why I haven't done anything like that yet. But maybe I'll make like a little compilation of building some of the things until it's done. Like just a little POV, all that. Little montage. But I do have a better idea of what I want to do with over there, so that's always nice. But I think I'm just gonna after this today I might start with the pathways just because I need to get them done. I really need to get if I actually want to try to start working on the Christmas village, so I have a few buildings before Christmas, then I need to get everything else done before it, and I'm sure no one wants to watch me build paths anymore. I think I took a wrong turn, actually. Hold up. Right? Yeah, I don't think... There's some sort of light over there. I think the weather's also making it harder to see, right? Okay, yep, No, I didn't take a wrong turn. Um, I can just go right here. And then up here, yep, over there's the, what you call it. It looks nice at nighttime from this area. And then over here is gonna be, I'm probably gonna start getting rid of some of these trees. I don't really think I need these ones, because this is supposed to kind of be like the grand entrance from that way. But, yeah. So, that's pretty much, yeah. Next thing I'm definitely gonna do is, like, after I'm done this, is I'm probably just gonna at least get the areas cleaned out and cleared so I can start building a hell of a lot more easily. And then after that, I'll probably... I want to try to, like, limit so I'm not constantly streaming this world. Like, I want to try to do weekly videos, so... Now we'll get over here, skip the night real quick. But yeah, I gotta get these pathways done and figured out. Because I have... Especially once it gets to this area, because I'm thinking, like, I might just have... I could either have it go down to what's gonna be street level, which I don't even know what's gonna be street level. Why are there so many zombie villagers? Should I be concerned? Also, let's check on the iron farm. Is that almost full? Yeah, we got spot for like 3 stacks left. And then gotta just get rid of that, and then all this over here. And I think what I might do is I might just stop with the spruce. Well, I'm almost done though, so I think I'll do like out of the 2 rows, I'll make one into trapdoors and keep the other not trapdoors. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do to try to get my wood built up, although birch is going to be what I need the most of, I believe. And then I can just put these here. But yeah, so anyway, that's going to be it of this rather boring episode of me just not shutting the fuck up. Hope you all enjoyed. I don't know, I guess feel free to let me know what you think of my current plans of winter/Christmas village, getting the pathways to there, and then not really knowing what I'm going to do with that. So, yeah. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed, and this is about 118 signing off.